Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the first Arkonomics of the year. Am I right, fellas? Can I make that joke at least one time? I haven't made a video all year type shit. It is true, though. It's 2026. Happy New Year, everybody, and I hope you guys have a wonderful 2026. I know some people don't really care. And I mean, as far as things go, I don't really care too much either, but, you know, we gotta go into the year with a positive mindset, positive energy, you know, manifest that shit or whatever. I don't know. But as always, I will say it. Hopefully you guys have had good holidays, all that shit. It's Arkonomics Friday. We're taking a look at the Lost Ark marketplace over the last week on the North America servers, because that's what we do. That's really all the series is, where we just kind of hang out for 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, and we kind of shoot the shit, you know? You and me, we're besties. We've always been besties. I've said this since day fucking one, man. But yeah. My new year has started off pretty good. Obviously had to console the cat because of all the fireworks, even though fireworks are not supposed to be shot off here. It is what it is. My poor cat was so scared. If I remember, I'll put a picture of him sitting in my lap while I was just trying to console him the other night. Bless his poor soul. I love him so much. I feel so bad. Blue crystals, there is like a 0% gap right now. It's a 15.5k insta-buy, 15.3k slow buy. Interesting. Somebody's trying to sell some crystals. You can see there's not too many quantity-wise, but somebody's trying to sell some crystals here. So, you're welcome for this cheap life hack on Crystal. It's not cheap. And it will also never be here, which is the whole joke. I know. I got one comment one time that was like, why do you say enjoy the deal? It's gone by the time you upload this. And I'm just like, brother, are we not getting the, like, really basic, low, shitty joke? Like, shitty jokes is my fucking lifeblood. What do you mean? Like, what are we doing here? I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look at the marketplace. What do we got going on here? Damn, Redstone's low-key dropping like it's hot. Also, I did get a couple comments on last week's episode, which, again, I totally, like, I didn't mention them in the video, but it's something that I mentioned in, like, the previous videos before when the material changes got announced initially. But here, let me scroll and look for the comment real quick, because it's relevant. And this just shows y'all I do fucking read comments and shit. Obviously, I think most people know I read comments. But it's a comment saying, I think mats will change in a bit in the future as well, since a lot of stuff we'll be getting on Chaos Dungeons, Curzon Front will be bound. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't know how much it will end up affecting prices, so I don't want to be like, oh yeah, obviously just stock up on materials right now. Because up until we get that change, if we get that change, right, there's no guarantee that you will get the change. It stands to reason that you should and would. Also, I need to remember to... because I stopped playing before you could easily get the higher tier Destiny shards. I need to add those to my track list. The small pouches used to be the only thing that you could get, and I always forget to add the medium and large pouches to my thing. Anyways, I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, invest in, like, tradable honing mats, because in the future, they're not going to be, like, widely tradable. You're still going to be able to get, like, some amounts of tradable stuff, but it's not going to be in the quantities that you now get, right? Which is the whole idea behind it. But you're still going to be getting the materials, you're just going to be getting them in bound versions, and allegedly you get more of them. So I don't know. Like, obviously, tradable materials are going to be super impactful for new characters and, like, honing new characters super giga fast. So, like, people who want to push a new class, for example, like, on day one, are going to be buying, like, incredibly expensive, like, tradable materials, right? But outside of that, I don't know how the price is going to end up looking. I mean, it's completely up to you what you want to do, and I think it's a reasonable, like, thing to keep in mind going forward, because that comment, like the commenter said, the materials are going to become, like, bound. from like Chaos Dungeons and Cards on Front, which is true, and it will impact the amount of tradable supply. But the amount you get is allegedly higher, and I mean, who knows how low that materials will drop right now before we even get the patch, if we even get that change. Again, you probably will get the change, but you never know 100%, you know what I mean? And I think looking at things in like factualities when you don't actually factually know if that's what's going to happen is a bad like precedent, right? I always try to remind myself, you can heavily assume something, but until you 100% factually know it, we shouldn't act like it's 100%, you know what I mean? We can do things with the assumption that it's like a 90% likelihood, but you gotta keep that 10%, you know what I mean? And I do believe this. This like transitions into like most aspects of life. I think it's just a good way to look at a lot of different things. Anyways, sorry, I fucking always end up getting like way more philosophical when I don't mean to. We're just talking about silly little pixel gold in our pixel game. Not that that's like particularly philosophical or anything, but the way that I view things is from years and years of being a depressed fucking sack of shit, basically, and it's taken me a while to get here, and when I learned some of this shit, it like opened my third eye, quite literally. But that being said, just keep every avenue of what might happen in mind. Just because something's incredibly likely to happen doesn't mean it's guaranteed. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, redstones are heavy down. They were like 180 last video, and now they're 140. So, I mean, that's a big drop. I mean, fucking Destiny Leapstones are below the tier 3 Leapstones yet again. I'm not surprised here. That's fucking something that just happens. Abydos Fusion Mats, I mean, the average price for today was 90, and then suddenly it's 105. I wonder if that's just because, like, the raw materials changed in price. That's usually what it is. Either that or, like, express events and people honing, or, like, people, like, mass honing in general, which sucks up the supply, and then the demand outweighs the supply, so the price goes up. You know how it is. It's basic stuff. It's basic stuff, innit? Honor shards are like 1,000 gold, 999, 998, 1,000 gold recent price. I don't know what happened here, but if I was a gambling man, I'd fucking buy up everything and then just wait for them to go back to 5,000 each, because you know they fucking will. Spoiler, I don't know that they will. Just to be clear. I always have to be careful about what I say, because I don't ever, and I've never want people to just listen to me and be like, oh yeah, buy X. The only time I've ever done that is with fish, back when they were being heavily botted and they were literally as cheap as you could purchase them on the marketplace. Because there was no other way for them to go other than up, and even if they never went up, you could still profit by turning them into fusion mats. So that's the one time I ever said anything, was buy fish, because if you weren't buying fish, you were doing it wrong, I'm afraid. I was the fishmonger. I don't even like fish, which is the crazy thing. That's a fun Chris fact. Anyways, let's take a look at engravings, then we'll take a look at sidereals, and we'll wrap it up. I've yapped enough for y'alls. 324 on the grudge. Interesting. 260, 260, 260. We'll say these are all basically 260. They're all within the margin of error. Like 10k between them. Nothing too crazy there. Take a look at the sidereal energy. $2.8 bajillion. I mean, that's expensive, man. Not as expensive as a 3.3 mil, but fuck me. 2.8 mil? You need like 50 something of them? Good God, man. Good God, man. Different kind of beast, to be sure. Especially since you can't resell it either. Once you make a sidereal, that's it. It's just there. You have to get rid of the account if you want to recoup anything. Level 10 gems, looking like a solid 3 mil, basically. We're going to call that a 3 mil flat. I mean, 2.98 if you want to be exact. But in my books, that's 3 mil. Recently sold, looking at 3.12 for the damage gem. Like 2.95, 2.93, 2.915. So it's like 2.9 to 3 mil right now for a gem. I think that's safe. Safe assessment. Anyways, I think that'll do it for this week. As always, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season and continue to have a wonderful holiday season if you're people that start celebrating things like the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, stuff like that, and just New Year's in general. Yeah, I hope 2026 is good for everyone, or at least better than, I don't know, 2025. Fuck it. We want to go up. We're always on that upward grind. Like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members, It's Biscuits, Ender, Diz, Remix My Life. Love all you guys very, very much. And I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye. Bye.